This is the front side of this Veritas wall that I was showing before. At least I hope I was showing it. And the altar there. You can look up and the ceiling is just bridges across. This is one of the Stations of the Cross. It's got mesh in front of it, and I'm sure it's more to keep out the birds than anything else. This is another one of the Stations of the Cross, and there's some mimes here in the front of the church, and when you put some money in their thing, then they do something. He wants to have his picture taken with people, I see. This one's like Charlie Chaplin. Oh. I don't know if we can get them or not, but the bells are ringing up there because it's 12 o'clock. There's some street artists here, and this one has done one of the angels and the window that's in the... This one is working on his art here. We are now in Amsterdam
is the capital of the Netherlands, but the official seat of the government is in Den Haag. Amsterdam was a very prosperous city. Amsterdam was also, I would say, the most important reason why the Netherlands were a republic before they became a kingdom. Because all of the emperor Maximilian. Later on we will see a crown on the biggest Protestant church of...
Did you see the parking garage?
And look to the left, you can see the bicycle parking lot close to the main central station. And you can also see in the distance St. Nicholas Church, one of the few Catholic churches in Amsterdam. The Netherlands converted to Protestant, getting into the canal.
One of the many houseboats
now they have this
that are around here. Some of the homes along here, and
you can see the typical
winch on top of the roof to bring the furniture in, because the stairs are so narrow they can't get furniture up the stairs, and so they have winches.
There's a very, very narrow staircase that leads you up, and some are used as a museum. But as I mentioned, it's a long list to get one. All boats are also... So was the question if the houseboats ever move? No, they are staying here and they have the allowance for that spot, and that's where they are parked.
I remember some of these. We ate along here someplace.
They're taking pictures about there.
We used to have a lot of fancy residences and warehouses and workshops.
Look at their garden on top of their top. Whoa.
Today these are mostly new apartments or offices. And if you look up to the gables of the houses, the gables were also used until the year 1795 to identify the person living inside. The more ornamented the gable was, the easier it was to recognize and the more rich the person was. There is different kind of gables. You will see the spout gable. This is with
That house, the 6 black doors, 263.
I know, we still don't know which one it is.
And Frank house.
Sign right here?
Oh, one
Is
minute.
it that side or this side?
This side, right there, Anne Frank house.
Which is
See where the metal
the
is?
visit
It says
the
Yeah, I
Anne Frank house.
Where?
The Anne Frank
I don't know
Museum,
either.
which is the Woodland building here to the left, where you see the line of people. And the Anne Frank Museum is funded mostly by the movie Schindler's List from
Still didn't see it.
Spielberg. There's also a big line in front, but it gets very quickly.
This is the museum of the Anne Frank. This is the highest point in Amsterdam, which is still below sea level. But Anne Frank could hear the bells of this church.
You see the Emperor's crown of Maximilian of Austria. They gave that crown to the city because he cured from a disease in Amsterdam, and it was a disease below the belt.
because they're the tallest people in the world from the size, average measured, and they also have a very strange drug policy here. You know, marijuana is legalized or more or less legalized here, and the same goes. The Netherlands is where the country is low and the people are high.
Exception here to the right, where you see Moskowitz. Mr. Moskowitz lives on top of his office. Mr. Moskowitz is a lawyer
On the other side.
and the defense attorney of all the criminals and drug dealers in Holland.
There's 7 bridges right in a row into here. I'm on the wrong side of the boat fort.
The Dutch
609.
and the United States, because it was Peter Stuyvesant leaving from Amsterdam.
That
looking
was the
for a
American
shortcut to the
embassy
West Indies.
one time.
And he landed in Manhattan. He found New York. With only 1 vote difference, English, the Dutch Opera, a modern building. The people of Amsterdam don't like the architecture. They don't think it's Amsterdam-like, with the marble facade.
He was talking about the Opera House and how much they dislike it. And I was on the wrong side of the little boat here.
Well, you don't have the steps that you do in a regular house.
Well, I only have one. That's the reason.
The question was about the maintenance.
No,
Like one here to the
German.
right, with a concrete bottom, they stay in the water forever. They're kind of floating caravans, and they put tar on the hull, and then it goes back into the water for a few years.
From the facades, just after the bridge to the right, when you look to these buildings,
This is a statue of Queen
we really have
Wilhelmina.
an excellent cabin's
And,
experience
she
that
had
really
to
goes the way into the red light
go in
district.
to exile when the Nazis were here.
The restaurant was sinking. Everybody had to abandon ship. Big panic. Then they started an inquiry about what went wrong. And they found 2 reasons. The first one is the original jumbo is in salt water. And this is fresh water. That's a big difference. And the second thing they found out, very smart, is that 1,000 Chinese people are not as heavy as 1,000 Dutchies.